On the 1st of April, the EC says the matter has been examined in great detail and in accordance with the provisions of the Model Code of Conduct and the RP Act, the Representations of People's Act, the Maharashtra CEOs or the Chief Election Officer's report says no violation has been noticed. Just to tell our viewers, Meenakshi, that the comment that was made at that time by the Prime Minister in that speech was, how can the Congress be forgiven for insulting the Hindus in front of the world? Weren't you hurt when you heard the word Hindu terror? How can a community known for peace, brotherhood and harmony be linked to terrorism? It's evidence from the fact that one has to contest a seat where the minority is the majority. Meenakshi, it's that comment that the EC has now decided was not in violation. Could you take us through right now how many comments are in front of the EC or being considered by the EC at this point? How many complaints?
Yes, Faye, absolutely. An interesting question. That there are a sum total of 3 complaints that the Election Commission, from what we have gathered from our sources, will be mulling over. And this particular speech of the Prime Minister, dated 1st of April from Wardha in Maharashtra, now has been cleared by the Election Commission, which says, like you rightly mentioned, that it is not violative of the MCC, it is not violative of the RP Act, and the Maharashtra CEO's report has also been relied upon by the Election Commission. Now, very interestingly, some quick perspective for our viewers say this is the decision of the Election Commission, which can again be a subject matter of a fresh challenge before the Apex Court, which is incidentally what the Congress Party wanted. The Congress Party wanted for the Election Commission to decide the issue one way or the other, not keep a prolonged continued silence on whether or not it is taking stock of the complaints or deciding the complaints one way. So now, since the Election Commission has spoken its mind, and if this finding of the Election Commission is something which the Congress finds completely unpalatable and completely unacceptable, then they will always have the option of challenging it before the top court of this country again. So that is why today's developments that have played out in the EC and parallelly in the Supreme Court, which you will be debating in a short while, assumes so much import.
Meenakshi, last question, quick question there. Of course, the EC has now, as we can see, ruled on this matter, and they have asked for responses in other matters, and they've asked for transcripts of speeches in the 6th April, speech. Does this, I mean, is the Congress's allegation that the EC is not doing anything in that case? What is that allegation based on? What have the petitioners in this case gone to the Supreme Court about?
Well, yes, Faye, they have submitted a lot of details to the Election Commission. They have submitted a sum total of about 8 complaints to the Election Commission beginning the 1st of April. And the Congress's main grievance is very simple. It says that election process is a time-bound process, and therefore to have a quasi-judicial body like the Election Commission to accept the complaints and not adjudicate or decide the complaints either which way is something which is completely a travesty. It takes away from the essence of the electoral process. And like we have been breaking this particular news of Election Commission clean chit to the Prime Minister pertaining to his speech dated the 1st of April in Wardha, there are 2 other complaints pertaining to the Prime Minister that the Election Commission has to opine on.
Yes,
so for
okay.
the Congress, yes. Back to you.
All right. Okay, Meenakshi. My colleague Meenakshi there, who is bringing us that information that the Election Commission has decided in 2 cases. In one case, where it comes to the speech made by the Prime Minister on the 1st of April, it has decided that speech is not in any violation of the Model Code of Conduct.